how are you? I am Famine from Famine Studios. We are gonna do some live streaming tonight. As you can see, Gimmick has expanded. It is continuing to expand, and I'm very excited about that. So let's let some friends get in here, keep the chat going. You can go on the bed, by the way, dogs. You don't have to sit there and look at me all adorable. Dogs are looking at me very adorably. Yes, Stark. I'm talking about you. Yeah. With your handsome little tail. Come here. Come say hi. Say hello to the audience. Hello, audience. My name is Stark. I'm here to build things. Huh. You gonna build things? Yeah. Very exciting times. What's up there? What do you say? Yeah. All right. Go play. Oh, careful. So, what's up, Red? As you can see, Gimmick is expanding. I did some building. Yeah. I have another shelf or platform that I want to put up there. Probably do that tomorrow on my lunch break. I was off. I had to take care of some family business. Thursday afternoon. Unfortunately, if it doesn't rain, it pours. I found out my grandfather passed away, so took some time. And in my downtime, I got a little bit more work done. I like to busy my hands and do things. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I figured we could hang out. I'd continue getting some gray paint on here and start talking some more about what we're going to be doing with this area. So yeah, hey, 93 years old, hell of a life. That's all I can say. Brand new shirt. I took a bite out of something, and the fucking tomato tobogganed down my chest. Not nonsense. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring you guys right over. I think I can bring you right over there. Does that sound like something you want to do? You want to go right over there? Yeah. Hi, friends. So let's see. We'll unclamp you from here. This is real high value production. And then I'll just bring you. Hey, Jess. Right here. That's not such a great spot. Pirates, what's happening? Well, you're up late. Let's see. This is just really high quality streams. I'm glad everybody's here to see this. Come on, you son of a bitch. Loosen up. Is there a lit? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute fool. You guys get to see my face a little bit closer. Isn't that fun? And on my shoulder. There we go. Maybe. Sorry, just clamp. There we are. Okay, so there's that. Let me grab a brush and we'll get over there and start adding more gray. Jabalong, what's happening? Could you dogs, like, not get underneath my wheels? Rosie, ma'am, you're so beautiful, thank you. Hi. All right, let's take a look. There we go. All right. You doggies go play. But what is everybody else up to on this fine Tuesday? What is it, Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? I'm like always ready to stream until I need to actually fucking do something. And then I'm never ready to stream, so. Yep, there we go, let's break that. Very exciting times here at Fan Studios. Getting material ready for Whip Wednesday. Oh, excellent. If I fall, I'm just going to turn the camera off. Jesus fucking Christ, these pets. I love you guys. Okay. That was glued down. Yep, that's Snowflake, all right. What you doing, baby? She's like not being a pest, if that's what you think. All right. Now I'm just using a piece of wood for my palette, because I can. You guys know me. I like to do my base coats, usually in gray or black. In this case, I just went with pewter gray from Apple Barrel. Well, I have a bigger brush. I have a roller as well. But for this, trying to get some of these spots where the roller clearly didn't push the paint into the cracks in the wood. And granted, you guys know damn near all of this will be covered. But if I have to look at this, it's going to bother me. So instead, I'm going to do my quick touch-up work here and get all my edges taken care of. This way I can come back in with the roller and finish rolling that out. And also let me know if that music's too loud in the chat. But yeah, I used the roller yesterday to do this, to do the mat. Gave me a nice texture, and then I put this texture strip down, which you guys can't see, to cover up a little bit of separation I had. But otherwise, I'm pretty chuffed with how this came out, as the kids say, for having just my chop saw and my cordless drill. I would have preferred to have access to my full workshop, because I would have rounded out the things that I wanted to round out outside, and I wouldn't have had to do as much inside drilling, but I was able to come in and drill holes, sand things over, and then, you know, drill holes, sand things, smooth them out, vacuum it up afterwards. Figured, since I do my lives, I would just take care of this now before we get the paint roller out a little bit later. And yeah, this is going to be, I remember telling you guys about like the docks. Who's drilling who? I wish. But when I talked about the docks in this area kind of being over here, which you guys know is like the businessy, not business, but like the smaller businesses district where the saloon is going to be and everything, which is over here where you guys are. I needed to expand that out for ships to land. I'm going to have some various parking here for ships, the shipping container houses that I'm going to be making. Some of them are going to be over here. Hi, Rosie. Hello. You're so beautiful. Yes, I'm talking to the camera. I know I'm not talking to you right now. I'll pet you, though. She's beautiful. But yeah, I figured I would open up and utilize this space. There's under ridge storage. Hey, what's that say? J Dioramas, what's up? Time to leave. Oh gosh. But there's storage underneath. you got, Cat Man? You got your lamb chops? There's storage underneath, which I'm happy with. And there's room for more shelves. I got some lighting in here beforehand for a change. So I think this is doing pretty well, all things considered. But like I said, you guys know I will probably cover up all of this with various panels, vehicles, but I like to have my base covered, colored, and detailed. This way, yeah, Catman, you can come up here. Come on, bud. Hi, Rosie. This way, in pictures, no matter what, if something's not blocking it out immediately, it's still got some type of paint on it to help suspend with that disbelief and just fuzz out into the background so you don't really notice it. But it is important for me to get this stuff with a hand brush, just so I know I've done it and I can get into the little tiny crevasses. Because some of this wood, like, I bought wood from one pile, went back a few days later to that same pile, and just the quality, it was the same barcode, same SKU, but just the quality of that wood dropped drastically. But that's been the lumber industry. Don't eat that. That's been the lumber industry for the past 5 years now, since COVID. There were a lot of weekend warriors, a lot of weekend DIYers that started doing crafts, and so, crafts I say, people building houses, porches and stuff. You know, remember when we were at home and we understood what life should be like? And people took the time to do that, but what that gave was the opportunity to produce more lumber more rapidly. They needed to make, hi Rosie, you're so beautiful, thank you. They needed to make more lumber readily available for the market, so essentially they just rushed, and they've been using a lot of new growth pine for lumber. And like, if you go to get some 2x4s now, you've seriously got to like pick through them like a dick, because so many of them are just, they're not straight boards, they're curved. And yeah, you can take some of that bend out of them. The best wood comes from the gas station pills. You know, that's true. Take 2 of those and then you chug a 4 Loko and you can fuck all night. I read that on the internet. But yeah, it's absolutely crooked and it's not good wood. There's a lot of knots. There's no old growth pine anymore that they harvest, and they're basically rushing, like I said, rushing wood. Not Russian wood. That's something completely different. You get that from the gas station boner pills too. Tariff stuff. Oh, lumber's going to be super expensive, which is why I'm like, I'll share my secret. Go to construction sites. Find somebody there. Say, excuse me, I see you guys have a waste dumpster. If I'm safe, if I'm careful, do you mind if I take some scraps? 99% of the time, they're like, great, you're saving us on wood weight. Help yourself. Here, we've got some straighter pieces that we're not going to use. I'll help you load your car. Go stock up on that stuff now for things like this, little home repairs, DIY. Easy way to do it. That's what I do. That's actually the 2x4 that's bracing this in the corner. I got from a local job site, so. You know, one of you dogs has a cold nose, and I think it's Stark, and it's a wet nose, and if you keep poking me in my elbow crease while I'm trying to paint, I'm going to give you kisses, and then I'm going to pet your belly. Yeah. How's that sound? Sounds pretty terrifying, right? No? Do you see this guy? Yeah, well, a lot of these places are so... I want to choose my words carefully for this, because I don't want to... oh, that's right, I don't care about corporate America. There's plenty of companies that are pieces of shit that put padlocks on their dumpsters because they would much rather destroy product that they are already paid for, that they receive store credit for, and all of that, than give it away for free. And that's become a point of contention with a lot of the dumpster diving community. And it should bother everyone. Like, let's throw away this perfectly good food instead of drive it an extra block to like a food pantry or something. Let's all this food, because it's past the sell-by date, not the expiration date, the sell-by date. Let's go ahead and get rid of it and not let anybody have access to it. I think that's such a scumbag thing to do. We're the nation. Well, we were the nation with the most. We still are. Like, we have the most of everything, and we also have the most waste. And rather than, you know, help fellow human beings, companies would sooner see it in the garbage and destroyed with a compactor in a locked dumpster than to let somebody come and pick the dumpster. So, but yeah, dumpster diving is a great way to get stuff. And just ask. Go to Craigslist. Clothes they cut up. Yep. Go to Craigslist. I see in items that have no... Like, I don't care that Dolce & Gabbana or whatever, or Gucci, cuts up their purses before they throw them in the dumpster when they don't sell them. I don't give a shit. It's a luxury commodity item that is not... No one is going to starve to death or die if they don't have a Prada purse. Like, I don't care about that. But when you cut up t-shirts and shit that you could donate to schools, for school plays, for art class, so kids have smocks, for, you know, kids that don't, fundraisers, clothing drives, things like that, for people that don't have it, that you could easily donate those things to, and your solution is to destroy them rather than let them go to somebody who might need it. Disgusting. There's so many companies like that. So that's like my main fucking gripe with that is that there's so much out there. There's so many opportunities that we could help better the world. And it's already written off, too. That's the other thing. Like, these companies make it seem like, oh, we have to know. Thank you, Sarah. This is Mama Rosie. And then this is Cowman. You gonna set up so the camera can see you, buddy? Yep, you see his satellite ears. And then Stark is over here being a ham sandwich. Mr. Stark. But they are my girlfriend's babies. I babysit them. I am their caretaker. I am the watcher of the little dogs, and they are being cute and keeping me company. This is why last night I painted with a roller when they were in bed, in the crate sleeping, so that they couldn't keep sticking their nose up my elbow. But that's what you do when you love these things. But yeah, on the topic of dumpster diving, that and checking Craigslist in the free section, if your city has, I'm sure, if you're near a big city or even a small, because my town has a small population, Facebook Marketplace or free groups. People just give shit away. Like, I've quite literally seen mid-century modern coffee tables go for free. I've seen televisions, perfectly good televisions, because somebody's like, oh, I want a bigger TV, and I got a bigger TV, so I'm getting rid of this one. Come pick it up, you know, or I'll do a drawing for whoever's interested. And it's pretty crazy what you can get for free, so check that out. Yep, giving stuff away too. TV. Dumpster babies. Trash babies. But I've gotten that yellow Naboo Starfighter I got from the free Albany group. Somebody put up a bunch of toys and things like that and said, hey, I put these out by the curb. They're going to be there until whatever hour, and then they're going to get packed up for the garbage truck. You know, we're moving. And I was able to scoop that up for free. Like, that's ideal. Trying to stay distracted. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's Facebook Marketplace. Shame I can't drive anymore. Yeah, I feel you there. What you got to do is you got to trick somebody into going for you. Or taking you. Like, I need an ambulance. I gotta go to the hospital. What's wrong? Can you just get me there? Hey, while you're here, can we stop there? I gotta pick up that coffee table. You know, I'm feeling better. Take me. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But maybe. Maybe do that. But probably not. But a little bit would be funny. Hi, Stark. Yep, I'm gonna stand up a little bit, buddy. I'm gonna lean over and look like a hunched over golem right now. But yeah, I highly recommend talking to people at job sites or finding construction sites where they leave their dumpster unlocked and opened, because they pay by the weight when they get that thing picked up. So, you know, most of the time, like I said, you're doing favors for them by taking some of that weight. Or if you can find a local, basically any type of industrial, like mechanic shop or something, they get crates in and they have crate dumpsters. Talk to them ahead of time and say, hey, can I come get some of the crate lids? Like back when I was in aerospace, dude, they would produce box lids that were like this out of really good plywood and stuff. I wish I still had contacts there, because this would have just been 4 or 5 box lids hooked up. What's up, Hicks? Glad you can make it for some of the show. I appreciate you being here. We are working on some of the nice expansion for Gimmick here. And I'm just trying to make sure that paint gets into certain areas that I know it's going to have a difficult time with the roller before I move onto the roller. And that's the other thing too, is wood drinks up paint, especially acrylic paint, because acrylic has water in it, water-based paint, so it gets sucked into the pores, which is why I prime goddamn everything, but especially anything wood. Hell yeah, brother. And there's some dings and dents and stuff in here that I could have filled in, but I'll probably turn those into like character and use them for like puddles and things like that, or like put scorch marks there, and that's where a blaster hit it. You know, storytelling in your world building. What's she doing, buddy? Yeah. You know, if you let me cut your nails, you wouldn't have to chew on them. Yeah. Unless you like chewing on your nails like a weirdo. I don't judge too much. Judge a little bit. But yeah, those free marketplaces are a great place too to just like get secondhand toys or broken stuff that you can turn into things. Somebody like Rad, Rad Toys Galaxy, a lot of his stuff is made from like taking apart washing machines and dishwashers and stuff, man. There's a whole world of accessories there that you could get. I say accessories, greeblies and detailing that you could pick up just from garbage alone. So don't feel afraid to check out that resource. Probably seen each other's comments on Facebook. Oh, hi, Sarah. Hey, Jabalong. Enjoy your work call, my friend. Well, I mean, don't enjoy it. You don't have to. It's work. But, yeah, I fuck around and paint things and talk with my friends and talk shit and tell everybody how great of a painter and toy customizer Adam is. And one of these days I need to get him or one of his litany of Roger characters on the program. I think Rich Uncle Fruitbat. Don't listen to the lies. Blaster Point demanding I paint dinosaurs. See, that's what I'm saying. And so we get him to paint dinosaurs. You imagine my feed was just me like painting a house, like with a fucking sprayer. I've seen those guys that do the lawn mowing and stuff, which that's a guilty pleasure of mine, is watching other people mow lawns. I hate mowing lawn, but watching those guys mow lawns, and I could absolutely see somebody doing that with a painting company. It's like, yeah, I paint houses for a living. I do it for free on Fridays. Yeah. I actually started All right, YouTube algorithm gods, this is not what I'm talking about, but I started edging this year, last year, I should say, last summer, and my driveway and front yard. I don't care so much about that, but it does look nice. And I was like, oh, neat, I can do that with my weed whacker. So yeah. But there's going to be a lot of flowers and a lot of vegetables planted this year. All right, I want to get the roller, which is in the other room. How lazy am I? Very lazy. So what I'll do is, rather than paint that wall right this second, I'll work on adding texture to the landing pad. My goon ones. Yeah, it's actually where I goo things, but I didn't know. He said he was gooning. I don't know what the fuck that means. Get the cheapest, shittiest brush you can. Pull any of this, see? That's why you check. You pull any of the spare hairs out. I say as I'm surrounded by critters that make hair. And there's texture that you can see right here. That is an adhesive strip meant for like keeping people from falling on the stairs. I tacked these 2 sheets of foam core down. Something happened, I don't know, with this one, and it started to peel up. So I was like, oh, well, hell, I'll get like some caution tape or something. And then I was like, wait, let's see what the hardware store has. So let's see what Adam's. Into the trash. Yep, exactly. So it's a pretty good color match. What I want to do is add a little bit of texture. Where is it? Add a little bit of texture to this. So I'm going to do Mod Podge and gray paint. And when I apply it, I'll brush it on, and then I'll come back and stipple it. And what that does is just going to add a little bit of texture, make it a little bit closer to the texture on here. I could add grit. I have different forms of media that I could add, but I just want this to have something else, and also the Mod Podge, it's fucking Tuesday. The Mod Podge will add a extra layer of protection for when I put ships and dinosaurs and stuff on there, so mix that in with the gray. Close that up. There we go. It's so thick. It's so sticky. It's sticky. Alright, see? Piece of the wrapper right there. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, show you what I'll do. So quite literally, load the brush up. Start in the corner. Put that on there. And it's an obnoxious sound, especially if you're trapped in here with it like I am. But I'm just going to keep doing that. And when it does dry, what's dope about it is it'll have a little bit of this texture, and you can go over it again with just Mod Podge or paint or whatever you want to do, and it'll just keep adding to the stippling, the texture. And this is what people on the YouTube algorithm, they come to see. This is a sweaty fat man stippling Mod Podge. And like I said, while it's wet, I could add medium to it. Some type of grit, like sand or baking soda. That's another one. But I think that this stippled pod of Mod will work out pretty good. And it looks really light right now because of the white of the Mod Podge, but Mod Podge dries transparent, so you'll just get the gray if you see anything, and that's good. Of course, Adam sent Sarah over on the least interesting fucking stream that I've done. And also, I'm going to be careful right now, because that's Peanuts relaxing AF. Yeah. That's my boy's collar and his tag. I held on to that. I've been wearing it here or there. I also had them extract his tracking chip and swallowed that too. So if I go missing, I'll be sure to have the veterinarian check me for that. But it'll say I'm a gray domestic short hair. They'll get confused and not tell anybody. Go. Oh. The fuck out of there, whatever you are. Yuck. And now I've seen, here's a brush hair right there. Dang old man, get off of there. Come on now. Yeah. I've also seen people coat their surface in just like straight up true Mod Podge, let it start to cure, and then stipple. Personally, I haven't tried that. I can't imagine that it doesn't work, because plenty of people do it. The surface over here on this messy station is actually foam coated in Mod Podge, paint, medium, and glue. And that's got some pretty cool texturing and stuff, but that's more so the foam underneath it. But I want this to be a little bit like pavement, like tarmac, like I said. It's a landing pad, shipyard. Sent me a link until I begged him, yell at him for sharing your link. He knows you're on an exclusive list. He's like, I guess you could see what other fucking people I speak to. Alright, I'm gonna mix up a little bit more of this. Fun fact, this thing is probably like 6 years old. And that means that this jar right here is about 5 years old, because I got this right before the world shut down, which apparently was 5 years ago today. So that's fun. watch each other. Weirdos do weirdo stuff. And as you can see, I'll show you guys in a second here. I'm just gonna cheat. I guess that does kind of work. Letting it dry up a little bit and then tapping it. Neat. I can't tell if you could tell, but you can see where it's like really clear versus where it's cloudy, because that's the cloudy is the gray. The clear is just showing the gray underneath it. But it's got some nice stippling. And then just going back over it as it dries, it does add a little bit of bonus texture to it. So, cool. Tried out a new skill. We're calling it a win. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to keep Snowflake off of this tonight. We'll figure that out later. But she's pretty good. She usually sleeps either on my chest until I can't, you know, handle having a kitty there. And then I rotate and she runs off and goes and sleeps in her perch. Or she'll sleep at the foot of my bed. So tonight will be the night where she's like, Papa, I need to get up there. I must climb the things. It was there to rebuild Deer's nose pads, but after the accident, it saved my nose. Deer nose. The story about one man's bravery and the quest for the perfect nose after a tragic accident. The doctors said they couldn't help me. Then I met this taxidermist. He said for the right price and a tub of Mod Podge, he could help me out. Only deer. That exposed pad is the caribou. Huh. Learned something new. And now that I visually picture a caribou in my head, yeah, no, that makes sense. Is that just because it's so fucking cold where they are? Correct. Covered in hair. Much like the inside of my nose and below it. Covered in hair. I think I only met one caribou in my life when I was a child. Right, now we're getting somewhere. Let's do this little strip here. There's a little strip on the opposite side of that gray that I put in there. That gray material that grabs, that's for stairs. So we'll put that, take care of that right now. Cool. And I'm going to come all the way to the edge. He said he's going to come all the way to the edge. And then I'll just keep doing the tappy, tappy, tappy as that thing sets up, because that seems to be working out really well for me. Hell yeah. Good bone here. Jesus Christ, you'd think my forearms would be used to this up and down motion, but dear Lord. I don't know, maybe I'm feeling it because I haven't finished yet. Haha. There we are. Getting so close. I'm almost gonna finish. Almost. I've almost come to the end. Almost. Almost there. Why did you stop? Because I wanted you to know what it feels like, Nigel, when I say, oh, I'm almost finished, and then you stop because you think you've done. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, people. Welcome to Tuesday Night Mod Podge Mania. Oh, Mama Rosie. She's like, he has no idea what he's talking about. He's crazy. There we go. We'll just go through here and beat around this bush a little bit. Hoo. Hoo-ah. Cool, cool. All right. Set that up here. Let's get you guys back in your rightful spot. Here we go. I don't like change. Sorry, everybody. I took you all away from your home, away from your families. And for what? To watch me paint that. You know, it could be a running hedgehog. It could be like a hedgehog with the runs on his way to the little hedgehog bathroom. I don't know how hedgehogs, what hedgehogs do as far as bathrooms go. I don't. They use litter? See? So, this is that material that I was telling you about. Actually, I've got... It's 3M. It's just a strip. Yeah. But I will be cleaning those up, getting them prepped for paint. Those will be painted. As you can see, I've also added balcony there. I got this in the mail the other day. The Walt Disney World exclusive Jedi Starfighter. It's kind of like grip tape, but it's thicker. I think it's meant for outdoor use versus indoor. But Little Walt Disney World Jedi Starfighter. Oh, I see a couple of hidden Mickeys. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one in the cockpit. No, but there is a red seat in there. That's cool. But yeah. So excited about that as well. Sorry. Delightful. Now I should find I should find the droid stickers and see if I can print them out. But also I could close the droid socket. I've never had an issue with Mod Podge being sticky. I know it's supposed to take, in theory, it's supposed to dry. You're supposed to put on 5 coats and then give it a long time. And then it dries. Gloss mod, well that's why. So the gloss has to cure for 24 to 30 days. I know that, and it sounds crazy, but it's true. This stuff, you're supposed to give it 4 weeks. Cure time, I don't know if this is going to show on camera backwards, but it says cure time 4 weeks. In theory, you're supposed to put fucking 5 layers of this stuff on things. You're supposed to put it on, sand it, wipe it down, put it on, sand it, wipe it down. That's more for like the arts and crafts community that like do like tabletops, and they literally mod decoupage community. The decoupage community where they put things on, sand it, wipe it, put it on again. We use it for something a little bit different, but the gloss particularly needs a really long time to dry. So be aware of that. And the ultra hard, I think it's glass or super glossy or whatever it is, that's supposed to like go crystal clear, but it's like really nice finish. That's got like a 2-month cure time on it. I don't know about you. I don't need to be protecting anything with Mod Podge. It's going to take that goddamn long to dry. So. But I found that you can use... Yep. Gloss varnish is good. What the fuck was I going to say? Must not have been important. Yeah, I think they got rid of that one because I know a lot of the cosplayers were complaining about it. They were using it for making glass eye inserts for their cowls and stuff when they weren't using them. And Liquitex got rid of that. I like for mattifying stuff is Mr. Hobby Super Clear. That stuff is magic in a fucking can. I don't know what it is, but it's just like the perfect dull, no gloss matte. Mod Podge still has a glossiness to it. Yeah. Because fish are nature's glossy little creatures. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're like, hey, let me get some foam core. I know that Famine guy, he likes to peel one side of it off, and then when he gets the piece he wants, he peels off the other side, nice and white in the middle, black paper on the side. Don't get the one that has the black core inside of it, because you will not be able to get the goddamn paper off of it. Which is how we got into this mess in the first place. So, I recommend sticking with the black sheet. It's got to have a white core. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. That is my advice for you tonight on this luxury Tuesday evening. And you can see up there, oh yeah, this was another thing that I got. I guess I could show that off. The Rebels Imperial tank, or not Imperial tank, but troop transport. They're good for filler, or if you need to like block out a window, you'll need a wheelchair. Once you go black, you'll need a wheelchair. But yeah, it's got pilot seat and all that lovely stuff. Cannons, put the troopers in there. It'll get a paint job. It'll get a Famine Studios job on it. You go deaf. No, you'll need a wheelchair. Oh, well, thank you, Sarah. Wow. I do like to peel one side off. It's like when I'm feeling sexy, is I peel just one side of my boxers down. I don't let them have the whole thing. Not for free. And then this went up the other day. I think I talked a little bit about that in World Makers Consortium, but we had a busy show. There's that. And that's going to be a little dining area that they can use to gaze upon the pores. So, let's do a thing. I'll show you guys. I put together one of the mini stair sets that Diorama Accessories does. You can get those on Instagram or check out his Big Cartel site. But I didn't glue it together. I glued the interior together, the core. But take these exterior pieces off. Those are going to get separate spray paint from a different color than that. And then I found that the holes that run through here, perfect diameter for a toothpick, so I'll put that in there. And what I can do is I can paint the inside one color, paint the outside another color, and then when I want to switch it for the diorama, just pop that stick out, turn the other color, which would be exterior and exterior, pop it back on. I have a different decorated set of stairs for a different area. So I thought that was neat. Diorama Accessories again. And it's got these goddamn hex holes through there. It looks really good. Just another way to get a little bit more for your money with these things, because they're not expensive, right? It's not a matter of savings. It's just a matter of I like my stuff to be utilitarian. You guys know I like I'll do on the back of a bench like I did the other day. I say the other day, it was a couple of weeks ago in a stream. I did the back of this bench after I graffitied everything. I put a caution thing there because now I can use that in a photo to block off an alleyway or whatever. It's just another additional thing that this can do instead of just being a bench. And I like that. I also did pick up some more inkjet printouts. Some of these are going to be on the sticker sheet that's coming from my patrons, which I can show you. These are not on stickers. But I've got display screens that can go. They'll fit little standard screens. I mean, you can cut them out. You can cut them smaller. You can make them bigger. I'm going to make the file accessible too so you guys can enlarge it. I also have HD versions. I don't know why I drag and dropped the low-res versions of these stripes, but they also look kind of weathered that way. But stripe sets, so you guys can just cut them on your own different lengths that you want to use. Those will be basically their own page. And then I can't show you the bottom one yet. That's for a surprise for later, even though it probably already flashed on the screen. But little sci-fi food restaurant that I created. Just put up advertisements. And then I got my standard, the ones that I like running around Gimmick. Nuka-Cola, Slusho, LexCorp, Blue Sun, obviously from Firefly, bunch of Star Wars stuff, Caution stencil, so I'm very excited. You can't have that man's wooden leg. Where is that man's wooden leg? Did you already steal that man's wooden leg? It's good because Jason doesn't watch these streams. I got a plankton that I'm going to repaint. I'm going to hide it in his truck. I don't know where. But I'm going to hide it somewhere that eventually he'll find it. Maybe like in his the wires that hang down. But he don't watch my streams, so he won't know. But I thought that was funny. I did pick up. Well, thank you, Sarah. Well, now that she's supporting on here, and also people are doing things, you could also subscribe to Patreon if you like that sort of thing. Patreon.com/FammonStudiosX. Also, I have a Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/FammonStudiosX. I got this. I want to lay this on a sheet, like a good section of this. I want to lay it on a sheet, glue it down, weight it so it's completely flush, as flush as can be, and then create a mold, and then just pour one-off pulls so that I can use this pattern on various things. I like it, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay, I think I paid $14 for the sheet of this, when I can spend way more than that on molding and casting supplies. Like, it just makes sense. But yeah, radiator cover. But I like this as a sci-fi, like, breezeway pattern. But also I like that I can make a wall and put this flat against the wall and then have weathering that's going to accumulate in all these spots. So that was another nice pickup. But it's been a super weird. It's been a super weird week. Like I said, Peanut passed away 2 Fridays ago, and that was super tough. And then this Friday, I found out my grandfather passed away. So it's been like a whirlwind of nonstop. So the fact that I got anything done was great, but I just took some time for myself. Got to do some thinking. OnlyFans. Yeah, my OnlyFans. On my TeePublic, I have an OnlyFans shirt and a Fam Hub. So if you're into t-shirts that look like porn. Thank you. Yeah, Peanut was wonderful. He was the mayor of Gimmick Starport, and that's why all this shit's knocked over, is he made one last traipse through. I just haven't had the, I haven't taken the time to put it back up. But he took one walk through and he was like, Dad, fix this. Peanut was a cat, yes. Peanut was a special needs cat. I had him for almost a year. He came into my life. His human mom died. And he was in a place where they couldn't give him the attention and the special treatment that he needed. He came here. He had fleas. He wasn't taking his medicine. He was spitting it out in his bed. They didn't know because nobody ever lifted his bed to wash it, I guess. But got him healthy, got him going again. But his age, the doctor said he was anywhere between 15 to 18. So he was a very old man, and his age finally caught up with him. But there's going to be a Pink Peanut Club. But the guest room will always have Peanut stuff in there. The guest room was I have puppies and I still do have cats, but Peanut was a very, very, hey Nick, Peanut was a very, very, very special cat. And like I said, he was special needs too, so he was like younger in the brain. He had a lot of energy and just a good spirit, and he didn't have a mean bone in his body, no mean claws. He was a good boy. But yeah, there's going to be a Pink Peanut Club. I thought you were going to operate the Wookiee phone sex hotline. But he was super, super good. And I have my girlfriend's cats here. Snowflake is one of them. Snowflake's sleeping. Meow meow. Meow meow. I saw your ears move, so you know I'm talking to you. Alright, she's sleeping. Ian, what's going on? She's sleeping right now, but I have my girlfriend's cats here as well, and then I have Quinn, which he came into my life. It's coming up on his 1-year anniversary, too. He climbed into my Jeep. Like, I had met him the day before. He was a stray. Apparently that was someone's cat, but they weren't taking care of him. They were feeding him once a week and making him live outside. in a very bad neighborhood. So he was somebody's cat in the sense that every once in a while they'd put a dish of food out, but that was it. And he came and climbed up in the front seat of my Jeep and sat down, and then he put his paws up on the dashboard. He was like, "Where are we going, Dad?" And I was like, "Oh, apparently fucking you live with me now, man." And he came home. So he was Peanut's annoying little brother, and now he's the big cat. So I say big cat. He's still a year old, a little over a year, but he's a good boy. Little Quinny Quinn. He's out in the other room because he can't be trusted in here. We're working on him listening. He will listen, but he really likes to be here, so he'll like climb up on my shoulders and be in the way. And when I'm painting, it's too heavy. Like, you know, he weighs maybe 10 pounds, but it's like 10 pounds pushing you down. It's like you're on a bad date and the guy's, yeah, and you're like, or the girl's like, and you're like, It's that kind of thing. It's just annoying. That was a piss poor comparison, but you get my point. Or anybody just putting their hand on you while you're doing something. It's fucking obnoxious. So he drapes himself over me and he wants to be in top. But if I'm painting or cutting out decals or anything like that. No. Also for the community at large, the guys that are world builders themselves, I did find those fucking paper straws. They make great cat hairs. Yes. Yep. I get cat hair in every goddamn thing I've ever owned, will ever own. All of my clothes are covered. It's just the way of the beast. I think Adam's box of fucking dinosaurs that I have to send to him is literally the only cat hair free thing in this house. Box came in from Amazon with something in it. I grabbed the box. I started putting his stuff in it. I closed it up. I put it in a closet. So, Adam, you might get lucky. But yes, the community at large, those fucking paper straws, they take paint well, and with a little bit of tape as a join, good piping. So instead of plastic straws, which you should sand down in theory, so the paint stays on them, use these paper straws. They're fucking good for something. Because it ain't drinking drinks. Yeah, that actually, that's drying up nice over here. I'm gonna let that keep drying. What I may do tomorrow during my work day is I may do just one more coat of Mod Podge on there. I might not. Depends on how my day goes, how busy it is. My actual government job. I say government job, it's not. My day job, that's the phrase I was looking for. Depending on how busy my day job is, I may do that, but I know I'm going to get the roller. I'm going to continue up to there, paint the bottoms of those shelves, get those ready for paint. Those might be painted. I'll probably go live again Thursday, if not Friday night. But there will be another live this week. I want to get back on a more regular schedule with that. And now that the weather's better and sunshine has alleviated some of that seasonal depression bullshit. Make it easier, but yeah, I like doing my late night Friday streams where I do the cryptids and crafts, so we can do that. I am located in upstate New York, south of Albany. So it's like, it's right on the same line around where Adam is, the same longitudinal latitude. Yeah, it's on the same longitudinal line. And yeah, fucking, I did get rid of the goddamn bug that I had. The flu this year, I didn't get it nearly as bad. The flu type A, I don't know if it was type A, type B, what it was, but I didn't get it as bad as a lot of my friends did. But fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. That was, and it wouldn't go away. Like, it just hung out. Not a fan. Not a fan. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. But like I said, Ian, you missed a lot, but there was a lot of time to listen to some Jimmy Buffett. I had a lot of stuff go on these past 2 weeks, but I was able to get something done, so I'm really happy with that. And first wire, you see there's a wire. It goes through. I'm going to cover that with a wire cover. and it's going to look cool and fucking sci-fi, but also I have a light in there now. And I'm going to work on using some gels. But I did that instead of putting them in after the fact, like an asshole, like I am. So that said, I'm going to wrap it up tonight. On account of I really didn't... Oh, dude, no, it's fine. Just like Daredevil, the stream, you'll be able to watch again. This will be here on YouTube. But I had planned on doing some painting in there. Hadn't really thought much further than that today. And it's been a long day. I go back to work tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you again, Sarah, for joining the membership. And thank you for the super chat. That is appreciated. Anybody else wants to super chat, or you can go to ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/FammonStudiosX. It is a great way to help the channel. It supports me. Get my little stupid seltzers. Drink those. The good ones were on sale, guys, not grocery store brand. We're drinking Polar. We're drinking fucking Polar. They were cheaper than the grocery store brand. So, but that said, if you're new to the channel, what time are you going on Thursday night? No fucking idea. Probably anywhere between 9 and 10:15, like I normally do. Depends. Your guess is as good as mine, my friend. But like I said, the streams will always be here to watch. And then Friday night, hopefully I'll be able to do one after World Bakers Consortium. So, hope you guys have an excellent weekend. If you're new to the channel, you like this type of shit, subscribe, hit that like button, hit the share button, copy the link. You don't even have to actually share it with anybody. Like Adam, fucking keeps it to himself. Thanks, Adam. But if you do that, it tells YouTube, like, hey, this person is enjoyable enough that I want to share this with somebody. So they bump it up in like the showing people that are streaming live, or like, hey, check out this person's channel. I hate the game, but can't hate the player. Gotta hate the game. So that said, like I said, new to the channel, hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me on the stream. Be well. I'll catch you later in the week. Friday's World Makers Consortium, 8 o'clock on Rad Toys Galaxy. Too sweet me.